I'm Jitendra Singh. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today I have with me Miss Shriya Govind. She is a management professional with 16 plus years of experience in HR and learning and development. She was always inclined towards working and shaping human resources. With her experience in HR and L&D, she knows all are the pain areas for corporate and is able to analyze, design, and develop training modules plans accordingly to the client's expectations and needs. She is passionate about transforming people towards better behavioral skills and persuading them to indulge in creative thinking and innovation. Shreya has done MBA in HR and PhD in management. She is a certified trainer from IATD in soft skill training and POSH certified trainer. Today she will be discussing with us about her life journey. So let us hear from her. Welcome Shreya. The platform is open and now over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Jitendra. It's my pleasure to be here. And actually, I've been following you on Facebook and I always listen to your podcast and all. So really excited to be part of this video, this journey with you.
Thank you so much for being here. So first thing I'd like to know from you is how did your past life affected the person who you are and what you wanted to be actually?
Okay. How did past life affect my current journey? Okay. Nice. It's very difficult to sum up in a few words because the journey has been quite long.
Correct.
Quite long and quite different. I basically belong to Patna, Bihar. So I did my schooling in my hometown and then I moved to Delhi. And I was a very different individual, I'll say, when I was in school and when I moved to Delhi. I was an introvert, and when I saw Delhi, it completely changed my personality and understood the complete different world was it. So it transformed me completely. The new place, new learnings, new things, everything. It transformed me as a person. Today also, I will not say that I am an extrovert. But yes, I can speak to people. Earlier, I was not. So there's a lot of things which has happened. Now, I'll tell you, I have become a trainer where I speak in front of 20 people, 200 people, 500 people also. I have spoken in front of them. I have done seminars, I have done presentations in front of 500 people also. But if you look at my past journey,
it was kind of huge transformation from there to now.
Yeah. So Shreya, who was there in the school, was very good in studies, always very good in studies, but had never had a courage to go on the stage and talk to anyone.
Right.
But today I am doing it.
So when you were growing, what thoughts you have in your mind, like what you wanted to be in your life?
Okay, so like normal students and all. So everyone at that point of time, I don't know about others now. There are multiple professions, but when I was growing up, we used to think about doctor or engineer. So I also always wanted to be doctor, but I realized it very early that science was not my cup of tea. So I left science only after 10th. I left it and started studying arts, humanities. I took up political science and arts because I got to know that science is not cup of my tea. So I left it. So I wanted to be a doctor. That doctor thing always fascinated me. But I wanted to have that doctor title. So that was one of the reasons.
You did your PhD.
Yes. So I wanted to have that doctor title. So I completed my PhD and got that surname prefix before my name, Dr. Shriya Govind.
That is really wonderful, and your journey has been awesome. The transformation in life is really important at one or the other stage. That again is really wonderful. So if I talk about your passion in your life, so what are the things you are passionate about?
My passion is always towards learning. So I just said, I have been always very good in studies. So I was always inclined towards learning, and that was the important reason for me to join this training industry, because
Okay.
here every day you are learning.
Correct.
Every day you have to
Correct.
learn,
I agree.
and then only you can do anything. So my passion is always towards learn new things in life. Always come out of your comfort zone. See, what was my comfort zone earlier, I have always come out. So I'm a very adventurous person. So in life also, I like to try new things,
Right.
always go and explore new places, do adventure sports and all. So I'm an
Great.
adventurous
That is
person.
wonderful. So you do adventure sports as well.
I like till the I like to do.
Okay. I wish you try some of them. So
Yeah.
that would be kind of different experience altogether. Now moving back to you again. So I'd like to know more about your work and experiences, how you started your career and what all you did so far.
Okay, so I have from the studies point of view, I'll start with my graduation. So after completing my 12th, I pursued my graduation from Miranda House, Delhi University, and then
Okay.
I completed my human resource management from IITM Gwalior. I chose HR since I always had a keen interest in people matters and had leanings towards learning, training, and development. So
Great.
that was the reason why I chose human resource. I continued excelling in my professional life, worked with few good companies as a human resource professional. Good companies, very good companies there. But I just told you that I always wanted to get into training and development. So worked for few companies into HR as a HR for 10.5 years, and then I moved to become an independent professional into
Okay.
learning as a trainer.
So around like 15 to 16 years entirely into like corporate career, out of which initial 5-6 years were into training and development, then to HR, like operational part of the HR, then again back to training and development, independent.
Yeah, correct.
That is really wonderful. So if I talk about your vision, mission, and goal in your life for next 5 to 10 years from now. So what are the things you want to achieve in those 5 to 10 years?
See, I being a trainer, so I know that we need to have a vision plan. So I have a vision plan always in front of me, what I want to do, what I want to have in my life.
Right.
I always have it in front of me. Now also, in front of my laptop, there is a soft board where I have put it. This is my goal, where I want to achieve it, what I want to achieve. So
Wonderful.
if I have to share, so my goal is every year I should at least reach 10,000 people. At least 10,000 people I need to reach to them. Reach to mean train them, help them. Help them, train them. So that is one. Every year, that is my goal. And if you talk about big goal from the professional perspective, I'll say I want to be recognized as a good trainer. If you open Google, type soft skill trainer, my name should
appear there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So
that's my
minimum numbers you want to achieve is around like 50,000 in 5 years.
Yeah.
This is like a thing which can be done with dedication and determination, and the kind of the inclusion I see from your side is definitely a wonderful thing, and I wish you achieve at least like great numbers what you have just mentioned, more than that. So I really wish onto it. So moving on to the next thing, which is I really like to talk about, is the most important life lessons you have learned from your life, that is personal and professional both.
Yes. So when we were moving on from corporate life to become an independent trainer, people think, yeah, it would be easy job, but it was not. It was not at all.
Correct.
Yes, I successfully transitioned from a fruitful corporate life. See, there everything was well cushioned, getting fixed salary every month, and then when you become an independent consultant, you don't know what you're going to get. So it was very challenging there. So it was definitely not an easy journey.
Correct.
So
Agree.
difficult that you have to, within the family, within yourself, you are struggling how you have to do, many times I started doubting myself. So one lesson which I have learned from myself, my journey, is never have self doubt.
Right.
Have self
Trust.
doubt.
Trust your decision.
Trust your decision.
Wonderful.
When I started that time also it happened, and now also during pandemic time, when training was the first thing which everyone stopped, then also I was thinking, did I do right thing? Shall I move back to corporate job?
Right.
So this thing, that never have self doubt, never trust, never look at your decision that whether it has gone right or wrong. Never have that.
Correct. Once you have chosen something, stick to that. Follow your passion, and you definitely would do wonders. Right.
And another thing is, keep learning from your own mistake, and making a mental note of those major learnings are very, very important.
Right. Agree with that.
So these are the two important lessons which I have learned from my journey, from my life only.
Both are really relevant to everyone's life, because these are two things which we all struggle with. So definitely it will help many people to understand that this is a core thing everyone struggle with, and this needs to be addressed appropriately so that you have a right path towards you, right journey ahead of you, and you follow that. So now moving on to the core theme of our discussion, I'd like to know about the kind of skill sets required for career enhancement and growth. So if we talk about the journey, when we start our journey as an employee or as a professional also, since you being a professional now, you are independent, working all together yourself. So that also, when we start our journey on that note, that is one thing we do start from the learnings we have, education we have, experience we have. But from now, what should be the thing ahead? Like, what are the things in terms of skill sets required to move ahead in life, to grow in life, to be a better person in life?
Correct. So as you said, as an independent, as a professional, when I was working into corporates, so what are the things we need? So if we have to term it as, I will say, business skills, correct? Because it would be useful in both as a freelancer or solopreneur, entrepreneur, or a working professional anywhere. Correct. Business is the word which I would like to use. So these skills are very, very important for workplace success. Whether you are a business owner, an employee, solopreneur, independent consultant, anything. Now, we talk about this business skill. What are these business skills? So these are the skills which help people understand the different behaviors and with whom you interact on a day-to-day basis. And if you look at these business skills, are considered as a soft skills. If you Google it out also, people generally think technical skills. If I am for example, into coding, if I have to succeed, whether I'm an engineer or whatever, if I have to succeed, I only need to know coding. No, you need these business skills which are basically team building, communication, negotiation, time management, and all of these are basically soft skills. These are very, very important. So your business or career can benefit from these business skills by helping you or your company to grow by maintaining high productivity, building excellent customer relation with anyone. Help when you're leading a team, motivate your team to perform their best, getting more business, getting more revenue, everything. So these business skills are basically comes under the soft skill, which people tend to ignore. If you have to succeed in life, in our career, you need to have a mix of both soft skills as well as technical skills.
Right. So in a nutshell, basically, technical skills are related to your core job which you are doing, and soft skills are related to your behavioral aspect, your leadership skills, your negotiation, your communication, listening with people, connecting with people, meeting with people, everything related to your behavioral aspect, how you behave in a given situation. So that is really important for everyone and anyone, whether you are an employee or you are a business owner or independent professional. So this is kind of thing which is required by all. Correct. So if I talk about learning and developing these skills, what are the ways and where from like people can explore, learn these skills from? Like technically, we would not talk here, but I'm talking about the soft skill part.
So nowadays we have lots of online platform. What people think, if we have to learn about anything, this YouTube. Yes, I do also make videos and put it on YouTube. But when we talk about learning these skills, unless you practice, unless you know the details of it, just by looking at the videos, you won't be able to learn. So there are trainers, there are courses which you can enroll yourself. Trainers like us, we are associated with many companies where you can call us and ask us to do certain program. For example, communication skills. Just listening to the videos on YouTube, we cannot improve the communication skills. So what are the different aspects of it? How we can improve? Expert professionals can definitely help you.
Correct. So in a nutshell, if we talk about the content which is available for free, is very useful and informative, though you cannot benefit much out of it because of two reasons, I must say. One is the kind of time span you put on there. See that video, watch that video, listen that audio. You are through with this, you move on to the next one. You instantly miss everything what you have listened, heard, seen. Everything is missed out when you move on to the next one. Secondly, we don't make notes out of that. We don't practice. We don't make notes and we don't practice is again a really important thing. So like as you rightly said, there are so many trainers available there. We can approach them. Why these training programs important? What I feel, I just want to convey that, like when we get into a training program which is organized, which is done by a trainer himself, herself. So in that training program, you have few more people to attend. So when you are in classroom kind of model, you see others learning, you also get into learning, and most importantly, you make out notes there. You put notes on your diary, notebook. You can refer them, and the lifespan of those notes, whatever you have heard, whatever you have seen, for that 1 day, 2 day program, or maybe 3 day program, is much more meaningful than any other kind of like learning program online or through free content or maybe YouTube. So that would be much more effective there.
Correct. I would also say that trainers like me, there are many trainers, we believe in experiential learning. So what is this experiential learning? Like adult learning principle is, unless you make us do, we won't be able to learn. So in our training programs, in my training programs, I make them do certain things, and through that doing, they learn something, and that will be always there in your mind. That learning which you do, that you will always remember. For example, if you are learning swimming, unless you get into the water, you don't do that kicking and pedaling and all, will you learn swimming?
Not possible.
So I was talking about, unless you do, you won't be able to learn. When I told you just about the swimming thing.
Right.
We cannot learn. So that's what the adult principles are. As you rightly said, watching videos, unless we make notes, so unless we do, that's what the adult principle is. So trainers like me, we involve the participant, we make them do, and then they learn about it.
Correct.
That's why it's very, very important to have sessions on classroom sessions, involving them, have the trainings for them.
Correct. Inclusive learning, basically.
Yeah.
Nice. So you have already talked about this thing. Still, I'm asking about this. Are you an introvert or an extrovert kind of a person while facing your audience? And what do you think pluses and minuses of the same are?
When I'm facing the audience, when I'm with my trainer participants, I'm an extrovert because I need to talk to them. I have to involve them. So there, but as a person, I'm introvert. I have limited set of friends in there. With my friends who are my friends, with them I'm very extrovert. I have all kinds of fun and all those things, jokes and everything I do with them. And advantage and disadvantage, I'll say being an introvert in my field, actually it's like it's not a good thing because I am not very good in networking.
Okay.
So in my field, we need to network, we need to meet more people, we need to talk to more people. For businesses, we need to ask them, which I don't
face challenge.
Yeah, I face challenge. So that is one challenge which I face. But when talking from my training, where I am into extrovert there, I make sure that everyone participate. I create a very friendly environment. So all my training sessions are fun-filled. Along with learning, they all engage themselves. So everyone connects with them. So that's different aspects of me.
Correct. I can understand that because you being from like childhood being an introvert, entire transformation is quite difficult to happen. But still, you have transformed in a way. Things related to your work don't hold you back. You are extrovert there, and you take them in a right way, and you do it properly. So this is really important thing. So if I talk about the kind of support in your journey, who are the people supported you the most?
So as I told you when I was telling you about my moving from science to arts, so there my parents always see in our that time only doctor and engineers was one thing. People in my society also, they said, "Arey, she's so good in studies, why she's leaving science?" But my parents always stood by me, always. So they were always a big support. And now after marriage, my husband is the biggest support for anything. As a trainer, I have done so many new courses from the supporting my family, kids, everything. He's there. Without him, it's not possible for me to work at all.
Wonderful. No, that is fine. That is really important. It's because the kind of support we provide to like our spouse both ways.
That is very important.
That is really important.
Without his support, I cannot do anything.
Same goes to him also. Like he would be saying same line. But without your support, he would not be able to do things well. So that goes to everyone. And if I talk about the kind of inspiration and motivation in your life, who are the people or what are the things you get your inspiration and motivation from?
So inspiration or motivation, I actually look up to meaning two people. One is late Shri APJ Abdul Kalam. I'm sure many people does that. The way he has led his life, the way he focused on everything. So every time I have his quotes in front of me, whenever I feel low, I look at his quotes, I look at his books and read. So he is one of the greatest inspiration for me. And another is Kiran Bedi. So, till some time, I was actually always used to think if you have to be strong, you have to be strong like her. But everyone has their own journey. So she's also one of the greatest inspiration for me. The way she has handled many ups and downs in her life. Lots of challenges, because every time life had thrown challenges on her. So, and she has sailed through very successfully. So I have to look at her. Why can't I do that?
Agree with both of these personality are really an inspiration to everybody. Wonderful thing. So if I talk about your take on success, what do you think it should look like to you?
Okay. Success for me, again, that's what I say. It's not that getting a fame, getting some awards. No. For me, as I said, my goal is to reach to 10,000 people every year. That's my goal. And if I am able to create a difference in those people, so that's for me the success. So after every training program, if I'm able to create a difference in at least 10 people out of 30 participants, or 5, at least 2 or 3 participants also, that is a success for me.
Definitely. This is really wonderful. And for a teacher, for a trainer, this is the thing which is really close to their heart.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we are moving on to the last question for the day. Any message, advice you would like to make to our audience, viewers and listeners?
So I told about my learnings from my journey. Same thing I would like to tell everyone. Never have self-doubt to anyone about yourself, about your success, about your strengths, about your achievements. Never have any self-doubt about that. And anytime when you are in doubt, be open to discuss with whoever you want, and if required, change course if needed. Big egos always create self-doubts because you are
Right.
raising stuff for yourself. So never have that. Always and always overcome that self-doubt.
Correct.
That's what I just want to tell everyone.
Wonderful. This is really a wonderful thing, and I really agree with the point. And it was a most important thing in our life because sometimes it happens that whatever we do in life, we always try to tend. This is kind of tendency we have that we doubt our own self. Sometimes maybe things are not moving as per what we want. Maybe the reason, or we are not meeting up to our own expectation. This could be the another reason. But the thing is, if you have taken a decision, whether right or wrong, you put your effort wholeheartedly there, and definitely that would be your best decision to follow.
Correct.
It was really amazing talking to you today. The insights you have shared, the topic which we have chosen about the soft skills and all, you have shared your insights, knowledge, experience, expertise was really commendable. And I think following this, everyone would be having benefit in terms of understanding their need, requirement for self-development, what areas they're lacking, what all the areas they need to address on for their self-growth. That is the thing they would be able to understand from our discussion. So thank you, Shreya, for your time. You have shared so many things that were really wonderful, and looking forward to hear more from you soon again on some of the interesting topic related to HR, career, training and development, learning, and so on. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much to you also for calling me on your platform. It's actually a great discussion we had today. Thank you so much.
And also I will share the link with our video so that people can be in touch with you, take your help, guidance, attend your training programs as well. So guys, don't forget to check that out too. Thank you very much everyone for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it too. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye.